things shift all the time. Things change, hearts open. Maybe you are open to visits now where you weren't when you started. My point is, do a spring refresh, a spring cleaning. Look at those three things. Look at your profile. Can something be refreshed or changed up? Look at who you are signed up with. Can you add another one? Or have you been following up on a regular basis as you should be? And then look at your criteria. Make sure that the professional or professionals that you are working with are on the exact same page you are, so that if you've shifted your preferences, which is a great thing, that they know about it too, because that's really important.
Welcome to the Adoption Roadmap Podcast, your go-to guide through the beautiful, complex, and transformative journey of adoption. I'm Rebecca Gruenspan, a single mom through adoption consultant for over a decade, author of the Adoption Roadmap book, and your trusted guide. In each episode, we dive into real experiences, expert insights, and the raw, honest truths that you will need to navigate your journey. Whether you're just beginning, in the thick of it, or well past placement, you'll find support and community here to help you navigate this unique path with confidence and love. Adoption isn't all rainbows and butterflies. It is life-changing and worth every bit of effort. Let's learn, grow, and journey together on the Adoption Roadmap Podcast.
Hello and welcome to This Week in Adoption. I hope you're having a great weekend. I just lost my fidget. Happy spring. I want to talk about springtime. This is the Spring Reset Edition. Welcome to This Week in Adoption, Spring Reset Edition. So, spring cleaning. You've heard of it. What are you doing for spring cleaning? Are you going through your closets? Are you purging shit throughout your house? Are you trying to reset your weight and get healthier? All those things are wonderful. And if you're on your adoption journey, what are you doing for your spring reset? Let me give you a couple of ideas. One thing might be to refresh your adoption journey by taking a look back at your adoption profile. When was the last time you updated it? How old are those pictures? If it's been over a year, time to refresh and re-energize. Maybe it's just a matter of switching out the colors, right? Maybe when you created your profile book, it was the fall. And so you picked fall colors. But now it's summer and you're feeling lighter, or it's spring and you're feeling lighter and you're feeling hope. Maybe you lighten up the colors a little bit. Maybe some of the pictures are a little outdated and you've taken new pictures that you love a little bit more. Swap it out. Maybe there's been a life change, a new job. Maybe you've moved. Obviously, if you move, you're going to want to change things out too. My point is, you want to put new energy around your adoption journey. Perhaps you might look at adding on a new agency or a new attorney who does matching. You know, maybe it's time to add on another if you're doing a multi-agency approach, which I always recommend and teach people how to do. I never think it's a great idea to put all your eggs in one basket. Or maybe it's a matter of reviewing your preferences. I know when you are a client of RG Adoption Consulting, we have a database of all of your preferences that you fill out with us when you start. And when I get situations sent to me, meaning an adoption agency or an adoption attorney reaches out to me and says, I'm working with an expectant mom, here's the situation, here's what she's looking for, do you have any families for that? I will go to that database and I'll sort based on your preferences. So if you don't meet the preferences of the mom, or if the mom doesn't meet your preferences, you're not going to get them. The problem with that is, there's not a whole lot of problems, but if it's been a year, we should be following up with you and your preferences, or you should be following up with your professional. Hopefully, if you started this journey with an open heart and an open mind, as I always teach you to do, perhaps your criteria has changed. Perhaps you're a little bit more open than when you started. Perhaps you're not as open on race as you thought you were. Perhaps opioid exposure isn't as scary as you thought. Things shift all the time. Things change, hearts open. Maybe you are open to visits now where you weren't when you started. My point is, do a spring refresh, a spring cleaning. Look at those 3 things. Look at your profile. Can something be refreshed or changed up? Look at who you are signed up with. Can you add another one? Or have you been following up on a regular basis as you should be? And then look at your criteria. Make sure that the professional or professionals that you are working with are on the exact same page you are, so that if you've shifted your preferences, which is a great thing, that they know about it too, because that's really important. If you are in your in the waiting period of waiting to get matched, prepare. What are you doing to prepare, right? And I'm not talking about setting up a nursery. That's not what I mean by prepare. What are you doing to prepare you? This is a great time to be learning how to be the best parent you can for your child that you are going to be welcoming into your family through adoption. So what are you doing about that? Are you going to classes or conferences? Are you listening to podcasts like the Adoption Roadmap podcast? Please give me a review if you would. Getting books, audiobooks if you're not a reader. But if you are, there's a lot of amazing authors in the adoption space. New authors. Give them some love. And by the way, always, if you're reading a book or listening to a podcast and it's bringing you value, I just want to give a plug to all of those people who are spending so much time and energy and creativity and knowledge sharing with you and pouring into you. Show a little bit of love back. And I'm not just talking about myself and my own podcast, but it's really nice to get that feedback, to know that what we are doing is serving you in the right way. So I always recommend, if you get a book, if you listen to a podcast, if you read a blog, give a positive comment or a review or a 5-star. It means so much to all of us. So are you doing those things? Take a course. There's all sorts of courses, adoption education online, on trauma-informed parenting. That's a really important piece of being an adoptive parent. So are you learning those things? Are you pouring into what open adoption looks like? What it means to adopt transracially, if you're open to that. These are all things that you can be doing while you are waiting to make yourself a better parent through adoption later. I also say, don't stop your life. Go travel, go do that project, go run a marathon, whatever it is to keep yourself busy, but you need to prepare you. Also, for us parents, right? During springtime, it's a really good time to reset and refresh, as I've been talking about. So maybe it's letting go of unrealistic expectations for anyone, whether you're on your journey, because there are a lot of unrealistic expectations during the journey, let's be honest. And also as parents, we hold on to expectations, and we need to check ourselves sometimes. We also need to take accountability, right? If something's not going right, let's stop pointing the fingers at our children and look inward. And what can we do to be working on us and our mindset. So my question to you is, what's one thing that you can spring clean as it pertains to wherever you are on your adoption journey? I can't wait to hear from you. Comment below, comment on the podcast. What are you doing to spring clean your adoption journey wherever you are? That's all I got for you today. Go out, go enjoy, really look at all those new buds coming up. If you are in an area of the world where everything is budding and blooming right now, stop and notice it and be intentional about just being aware of the beauty right now as things start to bloom in the world. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode of the Adoption Roadmap podcast. If you did, I have a few favors to ask of you. First, please hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. And while you're at it, I'd love to hear your takeaways. Please write a review and let me know what you liked. And if you have a question or a suggestion on what you'd like to hear, I'd love to hear that too. Please shoot me an email at support@rgadoptionconsulting.com and let me know what you'd like to hear about. And if you have a question, I may just answer it online. Thanks again for listening. Tune in every Wednesday and Friday morning for a brand new episode of the Adoption Roadmap podcast. Until next time, bye-bye.